My girlfriend told me she needed space to find herself. 1 week later, I am staring at engagement photos of her and my best friend on Instagram. I haven't slept in 3 days and I cannot stop shaking. I don't know what is real anymore. I am Bryce 30M, work in marketing here in Austin, was with Savannah 28F for 3 years, thought we were solid, you know. She does the Instagram influencer thing, about 47K followers. My best friend Camden 30 and I go way back to college. He just made bank selling his startup for over $2 million. God. Writing that feels surreal, was with Savannah, past tense. I keep forgetting, the three of us were always together. Every weekend, trivia nights. Camden would come over and we would all watch movies. Savannah would curl up between us on the couch, and I would think how lucky I was to have these two people in my life. How stupid was I? Camden's been my person since freshman year. The guy I called when my dad died, who drove 8 hours to help me move 3 different times. I was going to ask him to be my best man when I proposed to Savannah. Had the ring picked out and everything. 4 months ago, things started feeling off with Savannah. She'd check her phone during dinner and get this weird smile, cancel our Saturday morning coffee ritual because she was tired. Stop touching me as much. You know how couples have their little touches throughout the day? Those just stopped. I kept making excuses for her. Influencer stress, algorithm changes, brand partnership, drama. I am in marketing. I get it. Social media is brutal, so I tried to be supportive, give her space when she needed it. Then last month she sits me down with this serious face. Bryce, I need to tell you something. I have been thinking a lot lately. My stomach dropped. You know that feeling when you are about to get bad news and your body knows before your brain does. I need some space to find myself. I actually laughed. Not because it was funny, but because my brain couldn't process what she was saying. What do you mean? Space. Like a weekend apart. No, Bryce. Real space. I have been in relationships since I was 16. I don't know who I am as just me. She started crying, which made me start crying, which made the whole thing this awful mess where we are, both sobbing, and I still don't understand what is happening. If we are meant to be together, we will find our way back to each other. But right now, I need to focus on myself. Can we talk about this? Work through it together? Please don't contact me. I need complete space to figure this out. I have never felt anything like walking out of that apartment. Like someone had scooped out my insides. Camden came over that night with beer and just sat with me while I cried. Didn't try to fix anything. Just let me fall apart. Give her time, man. Sometimes people need to feel independent. She loves you. For 3 weeks, I didn't contact her. Hardest 3 weeks of my life. Camden checked on me every couple days. We would grab dinner, and he would let me talk through the same shit over and over. What a good friend, right? Savannah's Instagram during this time was all solo adventures. Coffee shops, hiking trails, gym selfies, captions about new beginnings, and learning to love myself. I probably looked at every post 50 times, searching for clues about when she might come back to me. Sunday morning, I am on the couch in yesterday's clothes. Half asleep, scrolling through my phone like I had done every morning for 3 weeks. Hoping maybe today there would be a text from her. Instead, my screen fills with professional engagement photos. Savannah in a white dress, beaming, holding hands with Camden at his family's lake house. Found my forever person. #engaged and soulmate. I dropped my phone like it was on fire. Just stared at the black screen on my coffee table for I don't know how long. My hands started shaking and wouldn't stop. When I finally picked it up again, the photos were still there. Not a nightmare, not a mistake. My girlfriend of 3 years and my best friend of 12 years, engaged. The comments were the worst part. Finally, you two are perfect together. Been waiting for this announcement. Been waiting. Like everyone knew except me, I called Camden. Straight to voicemail. Called again. Voicemail. 3rd time. He picked up. Bryce. Hey man, what is this? Silence. Then, I was going to call you today. I know this is complicated. Complicated. My entire world imploding is complicated. I hung up and spent the next hour throwing up everything I had eaten in the past day, which wasn't much. Something inside me broke that morning, and I still don't know if I will ever be able to put it back together. Update 1. Sorry for disappearing. Honestly, couldn't bring myself to open Reddit. Couldn't bring myself to do much of anything. My coworker Autumn kept texting to check if I was alive. That is about the only reason I am still functional. Monday morning I called in sick and just laid in bed staring at the ceiling, kept picking up my phone to call Camden, then putting it down. What do you even say? Tuesday I tried to go to work but had a panic attack in the parking lot. Full-on hyperventilating, couldn't catch my breath. Autumn found me there and drove me home. Didn't ask questions. Just made me tea and sat with me until I stopped shaking. Wednesday, I finally worked up the courage to look at their posts again. That is when I noticed things I had missed in my initial shock. Savannah's solo self-discovery, hiking photo from 2 weeks ago. Same background as Camden's cabin post from the same day, just cropped differently. Her expensive dinner photos during her finding myself phase. Camden had posted from the same restaurants within hours. I started screenshot everything with timestamps. Not because I had some master plan, just because I needed to understand. How long had this been going on? How blind had I been? The most worst part was going through my text history with Camden during those 3 weeks. Him checking on me, how you holding up? Man, she will come around. Focus on yourself for now. He was comforting me about losing her while he was sleeping with her. Thursday I finally agreed to meet Camden. He suggested our usual bar, which felt like another slap in the face. All our memories there, and he wanted to tell me about stealing my girlfriend over our regular booth. He looked nervous when I walked in. Good, Bryce. I know you are upset. Upset. My voice came out louder than I intended. I am upset when my team loses. This is something else entirely. He started with the bullshit about how they never meant for it to happen. How feelings just developed naturally. How they waited a respectful amount of time after she broke up with me. A week. Camden, you waited a week to announce your engagement. It wasn't planned like that. Bullshit. I pulled out my phone and showed him the screenshots I had been collecting. You have been together for months. Watching his face change was almost satisfying. Almost. The lying piece of shit had been caught. Look, I know how this looks, how it looks. It looks like my best friend has been cheating with my girlfriend while pretending to comfort me about losing her. He went quiet, then tried a different approach. Bryce, I am sorry it happened this way, but Savannah and I, we are in love. Real love. What you two had was comfortable, but this is different. I have never wanted to hit someone more in my life. Comfortable. You know what I mean? You were good together, but we have something deeper. A connection you wouldn't understand. That is when I lost it completely. Get away from me. Don't call me. Don't text me. Don't come to my apartment. We are done, Bryce. Come on. 12 years of friendship. You ended that friendship the first time you touched her. I walked out without looking back. Saturday in my car in the parking lot and cried harder than I have since my dad's funeral. Friday I met up with my old college buddy Fletcher. He is an investigative journalist now. And when I told him the whole story, he got this look in his eyes. You want to know exactly how long this has been going on? I nodded. Then let's find out. We spent the weekend going through everything. Social media posts, location tags, Venmo transactions. Fletcher taught me how to cross-reference posting times and locations systematically. What we found made me physically sick. The affair had been going on for 3 months. 3 months of lying to my face. 3 months of Camden comforting me about Savannah being distant, while he was the reason she was distant. The engagement photos were taken by a photographer who requires 3 weeks minimum booking, custom dress, professional hair, and makeup. This wasn't some spontaneous decision after a week apart. Sunday night, Fletcher looks at me and says, "What do you want to do with this?" I didn't have an answer. I was too broken to think about revenge. Too tired to be angry anymore. Just empty. But then I remembered Camden saying I wouldn't understand their deeper connection, Savannah's fake self-discovery posts while she was planning her future with my best friend. Maybe I couldn't get them back. Maybe I couldn't make myself feel better. but I could make sure other people knew who they really were. Let's tell everyone the truth. What happened next changed everything, but not in the way I expected. Update 2. I need to write this down because I cannot keep it all in my head anymore. Everything's moving too fast and I feel like I am drowning. Fletcher helped me put together everything we had found. Not some calculated revenge plan like you see in movies. I was just tired of lying, tired of protecting people who hadn't protected me. We made a simple timeline. Savannah's finding myself posts next to timestamps, showing she was with Camden. Her Venmo requests for self-care spa days funded by my best friend. Screenshots of her captions about learning to be alone while she was literally planning her engagement to someone else. Tuesday morning, I posted it on Reddit. Just wanted to share the story, maybe get some perspective from people who had been through similar shit. It took off immediately. By Tuesday afternoon, it was trending. Wednesday morning, I woke up to 200 decimeters requests, and the post had been shared to Twitter. Thursday, TikTok kids were making videos about it. I should have felt vindicated. Instead, I felt like I was watching my entire life become entertainment for strangers. The worst part? Reading comments from people who had been through the same thing. Hundreds of stories about best friends sleeping with girlfriends, wives cheating with brothers. Years of friendship destroyed by betrayal. I wasn't special. This shit happens all the time. That somehow made it hurt worse. Friday, Savannah's follower count started dropping, slowly at first, then faster. Her comment sections filled with people calling her manipulative, fake, a user. She posted a crying video about cyberbullying that just made people angrier, I felt. Nothing. Watching her social media empire crumble should have felt good, but I was just numb. Saturday, Camden called. I almost didn't answer, Bryce. What did you do? His voice was different, panicked. I told the truth. You ruined our lives. Savannah's career is destroyed. I have got investors calling asking about my character and judgment. This was supposed to be between us. Between us? I started laughing. But not because anything was funny. Nothing about this was between us. Camden, you made it public the second you posted those engagement photos. That is different, and you know it. Is it? You wanted the world to celebrate your love story. I just filled in the missing chapters. He hung up. Sunday was when I realized what I would actually done. Autumn came over with groceries because I had been living on delivery food and beer for a week. You look like shit, she said, but not mean, worried. I feel like shit. She sat me down and made me eat actual food while I told her everything. The whole story, start to finish. How empty I felt watching my revenge succeed. You know what bothers me most? I said. I keep waiting to feel better. Like there was supposed to be this moment where I felt vindicated or satisfied or something, but I just feel broken still. Autumn nodded. Revenge doesn't fix hurt. It just makes more hurt. Then why did I do it? Because you are human. And humans do stupid shit when they are in pain. Monday morning, my boss called me into his office. I thought I was getting fired for the social media drama. Instead, he said he had been following the story and was impressed with how professionally I had handled the situation. Shows good strategic thinking and crisis management skills. I wanted to tell him it wasn't strategic thinking. It was a broken man lashing out. But I just nodded and took the promotion he offered. Tuesday, Fletcher texted me screenshots from local Facebook groups. The story had spread to Austin's social media. People who knew us in person were picking sides, sharing their own opinions about what happened. Our mutual friends were split. Some thought I had gone too far. Others said Camden and Savannah got what they deserved. The friend group we would all been part of for years was completely fractured. Wednesday night, I had a breakdown. Real breakdown. Sitting on my bathroom floor at 2 a.m., sobbing so hard I couldn't breathe. Called Autumn, and she came over immediately. I destroyed everything. I told her not just their relationship, our whole friend group. Years of memories. Everyone's choosing sides and I am the guy who went nuclear over a breakup. You didn't destroy anything, she said. They did. You just made it visible. But even as she said it, I wondered if she was right. Maybe I should have just walked away, moved on quietly. let them have their happiness and found my own. Instead, I had dragged everyone into my pain, made my private hell into public entertainment. Thursday morning, I found out just how far the consequences of my choices were going to reach. Final update. It has been 6 weeks since I blew up my life on the internet. I keep getting messages asking for an update, so here it is. But it is not the ending anyone wants to hear. Savannah's Instagram career is over, down to 12K followers. No brand deals. Working retail at Nordstrom. She posts occasionally sad quotes about growth through adversity and finding strength in struggle. The comments are still brutal. Camden's investor pulled out. Lost about $600K in funding. He is back living with his parents, working at his dad's insurance agency. Our mutual friends say he looks like he is aged 5 years. Their engagement lasted exactly 4 weeks after going viral. The pressure broke them apart. According to the gossip chain, they spent more time fighting about whose fault the backlash was than actually being together. I should feel vindicated. Mission accomplished, right? I don't. I feel empty. My promotion came through. I am making good money. Have a nice apartment. Dating Autumn seriously now. On paper, my life is better than before. But I wake up some mornings and hate who I have become. The guy who used to trust people completely, who gave second chances, who believed in the good in everyone. He is gone. In his place is someone suspicious. Someone who screenshots conversations and keeps receipts on everyone. Autumn says it is trauma that I will heal with time. She is probably right. She is good for me. Honest in a way Savannah never was. Loyal in a way Camden wasn't. But sometimes I catch myself checking her phone when she is in the shower, and I hate that impulse. Last week, I ran into Camden at the grocery store. He looked tired. Older, we made eye contact across the produce section and just stood there for a moment. He started walking toward me. I panicked and left my cart right there, walked out of the store like a coward. That night, he texted me, "First contact in months. I know you hate me. I deserve that." But I miss my friend. I stared at that message for hours, typed and deleted responses. Part of me misses him too. 12 years of friendship doesn't just disappear because someone betrays you. The memories are still there, the inside jokes, the history. But I cannot separate the Camden who helped me through my dad's death from the Camden who fucked my girlfriend while comforting me about losing her. They are the same person. And I don't know how to reconcile that. I never responded to his text. The thing nobody tells you about revenge is that it doesn't end when you get it. It just becomes part of your story forever. I will always be the guy who went viral exposing his cheating ex and best friend. At networking events, people recognize me. "Oh, you are that guy from the story that went around." Sometimes they are impressed. Sometimes they seem uncomfortable, like I might be the type to air their business online too. They are not wrong to worry. I have learned things about myself these past 6 weeks that I am not proud of. I am capable of cruelty when I am hurt. I can be vindictive. I can destroy people's lives with a few screenshots and a compelling narrative. The internet loves a good revenge story. Justice served, bad people punished, wrongs made right. Clean endings where good triumphs over evil. But real life is messier. Savannah wasn't evil, just selfish and cowardly. Camden wasn't a monster, just weak and opportunistic. And I wasn't a righteous victim seeking justice. I was a broken man who weaponized his pain. We all lost something in this. They lost their relationship, their reputations, their futures. I lost my best friend, my ability to trust, and pieces of who I used to be. The only winners were the strangers on the internet who got a few minutes of entertainment from our mutual destruction. If I could go back, would I handle it differently? I don't know. Maybe I needed to burn everything down to rebuild. Maybe this was always how it was going to end once they chose betrayal over honesty. Or maybe I should have just walked away. Let them have their happiness and found my own somewhere else. I will never know now. Some choices cannot be undone. And this is mine to live with. The truth doesn't always set you free. Sometimes it just makes a different kind of prison edit. To everyone DMing me about getting closure with Camden, Some bridges burn completely. That is okay. Not every relationship can or should be salvaged. Sometimes the healthiest thing is accepting the loss and moving forward.